Hi, it's Lisan. In this video, I'd like to share a bit of a conversation that I had with a friend when I went over for dinner one Friday night. So I went for dinner at a friend's house and none of my friends are vegan. I'm the only vegan I know amongst my friends, so it wasn't a vegan dinner or anything. I mean, there was vegan food there, so I had that, but everyone else had meat and stuff. But anyway, so while we were having dinner, one of my friends there asked me about why I was vegan and all that, and I didn't really go into too much detail, but basically I said that it was because I had severe acne and I wanted to try to eliminate it through a healthier diet. So I became vegan and I saw huge improvements from there when I started basing my meals on fruits and starches. And then we got talking about what kind of diet she was on, because she had asked me as well what I was doing during these school holidays and what I've been doing lately. And I just mentioned that I have a YouTube channel that I sometimes make videos for, and that I was currently making videos about this website called Authority Nutrition that promotes a low-carb diet as one of the meal plans. And then she said, oh, because I'm currently on a low-carb diet. And then we got talking and I said, so what do you eat on your low-carb diet? And she said, from what I remember, she said that for breakfast she does have carbs. She has a piece of toast and something on it. I'm not sure exactly what she has, but she does have toast for breakfast. And then for lunch she'll have protein, as in an animal-based protein. So I think it was chicken or something like that. And then for dinner she'll also have protein with a salad. So it would probably be like chicken or fish. So she mainly has chicken or fish as her main sources of protein and main sources of calories. And she avoids carbohydrates. She doesn't eat that much fruit, but she also tries to avoid refined food. But the interesting thing that I found out was that during this Easter holidays, she just has uncontrollable cravings for chocolate. So she doesn't actually like potatoes or starchy vegetables or fruit that much, but she really likes chocolate. And in my mind I was thinking, this is probably because you're not eating enough carbohydrates, so you're craving all this sweet stuff because your body wants the glucose and you're depriving it of the glucose that you're meant to get from fruits and starches. And I kind of said this in a different way to her. And I also told her that when I went vegan, after I started increasing my intake of fruit, I eliminated all my cravings for junk food. And the only time that I would get craving for junk food is if I haven't had enough to eat during my meal times. And since increasing my intake of fruit, I haven't had cravings for anything sweet. So I used to have cravings for chocolate when I wasn't vegan. And I would usually get these cravings after a session of teaching piano. So after a few hours I would just want chocolate, and I didn't realize that it was because I wanted glucose. I just thought it was just what everyone experiences, that most people like chocolate and most people like junk food. But it's not really the case that you want junk food. It's just that your body needs food and it needs fuel. So junk food is usually the first thing that people think of when they want food, because it's so calorie dense. And I think the reason that I've avoided junk food so much now that I've become vegan is because I know how to nourish my body now. I know how to eat enough, and I know how many carb calories I need for my body size. And so it's very interesting when I see other people who are not vegan, whether they're following another diet plan or whether they're just eating whatever they want, they are very attracted to junk food. They're attracted to chocolate cakes, ice cream, chips, and none of those foods really attract me that much anymore. I have to admit my weakness is probably potato chips, but the only time that I would get cravings for potato chips is if I haven't eaten enough starches. So it's not that I want the junk food, it's just that I'm hungry. But yeah, as I was at this dinner party, I was just observing people, and what I noticed is that people don't really think about how much junk food they're eating and how to stop themselves. And they kind of go along with the crowd. I mean, if someone else is having a piece of cake, then they will also have a piece of cake. Or if there's a tub of ice cream on the table, then they're going to also have some ice cream just because it's there. And they don't really think about the health consequences. So food is a social thing as well, and I understand that. But I think people also have to think about the health. And I was listening to a Rich Roll podcast just a few days ago, and it was about the blue zones. It was an interview with Dan Buettner, and he was talking about how the blue zones people, like those people who live up to 100 and don't have diseases and it's the norm there, their culture revolves around healthy practices such as a plant-based diet. Basically, health is built into their society and the way that they live. So it's not like they have to really think about trying to be healthy or trying to get on a diet. It's just their lifestyle. So I thought that was interesting, and it kind of links to what I was observing when I went to this dinner where there's junk food, there's meat, there's high-fat foods, and that's just the culture. Let me know if you have a story of someone who is on a low-carb diet and the kind of things that they experience, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!